Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and welcome to the Varsity Media Sports Network and Section 5 football action. We are live from Corbett Field in Victor, where tonight the Pittsford Panthers and the Victor Blue Devils will do battle in the final week of the regular season. My name is Sam Schreier, joined by the legend, Jim Andre, for tonight's broadcast. Jim, pleasure to be here again with you for a show. It should be a great game tonight.
Sam, I'm so excited, looking at two teams. Don't forget, these are neighboring towns. Victor was a Finger Lakes team for years. And, of course, Pittsford has always been Monroe County. So this is what I like to call a continual evolving rivalry. And these teams love to get after each other. It's going to be an exciting one tonight.
Well, tonight has big-time sectional implications. The Blue Devils can fall anywhere in that in those top four seeds. Chance at possibly 1, chance at 3, chance at 2, chance at 4. Could be. Pittsford needs a win to have a shot to get in. They are currently on the outside looking in, but they are hoping that they can slip into the sectionals, which start up this weekend. The
uniqueness of this year, Sam. The uniqueness of it carries right into trying to figure out the sectional points. I love the idea of a power seeding, but sometimes things get a little bit upside down, but you're looking at, in the mix, obviously Victor, you're looking at McQuaid, you're looking at Hilton, Pittsford, without question, they are in the mix. Aquinas, how do all these pieces fit together? And tonight's going to be a big determining factor in that.
Right, and you're talking about Aquinas perennial power in football in the AA bracket, state championships. They are on the outside looking in. If Pittsford wins, they're probably going to keep Aquinas out. So the Panthers hoping to get a victory tonight, and again, should be a great one. Victor won the toss, by the way, and they did defer to the second half.
Some keys for success. I think it was, wasn't it George Costanza who said risk management? Remember him on Seinfeld? He did all of it. For Pittsford, it's going to be risk management. On defense, they love to run that three-man front with 5 linebackers. The downside is you don't have as many linemen in there. The upside is with 5 linebackers, you can actually blitz 2 guys, and it really doesn't help you cover things like the flats. So it's going to be really interesting, to see what they do to stop James Knapp or Sean Baker, in just this huge offensive victory. So it's going to be an exciting one here tonight.
All right, Pittsford to receive the kickoff. Karpovich is back deep, as well as Nicholas Benson. And the opening kickoff goes out of bounds. And just like that, a procedure call right off the bat on that opening kickoff.
Sam, it's going to be exciting to watch Pittsford and that power offense. Sometimes they actually run what's called, a power eye, where there's 3 running backs stacked often behind the quarterback. Pittsford's that lineup toe-to-toe. This is what we do. This is how we do it. We have the personnel to just run right at you. So I'm excited to see. Are they going to come out in that power 2 tight end set? You got the big guys up front. For Victor, you got Colin James, you got Franzak. Up there, is it Harashak or Connor in there right now? Kauser up front. Let's see this powerful. Look at they come right from the sideline, right up there for 1st and 10.
There they are. Yep, they are in the I formation. 1 receiver to each side, back to the other side. A motion to tight end to the other side. Here it comes. On the first play, they run the handoff and on the jet sweep, and he stops right in the backfield for a loss. Right on the first play of the game right there.
Sam, you called it. It's that speed play where you put that receiver in motion. It went to number 1. It looks like Caleb Cotton, for Pittsford. You saw him go in motion, take that handoff. How do you stop it as a defense? It's with penetration from your defensive end, and I think Franzak did a good job of it that time.
Loss of 5 at the play. 2nd down, 15 for the Panthers. Again, running out of the eye. And they pass, and it's up in the air and batted down. And is it looks like it's is it incomplete? Yeah. Was incomplete.
There it is. It's that play action. Pittsford is trying to fake that handoff with number 29. Looks like Caleb Lewis is at quarterback tonight. And there it is. It's like you're faking the handoff, and then all of a sudden, because you're trying to freeze those linebacks from Victor so you can get it out to your receiver with a quick hitch.
It's 3rd down and 15 for the Panthers on their opening drive after the procedure penalty. Now he's back to pass. He's running around, being chased by 2 defenders. He's taken back, and he gets the throw off. And it's incomplete.
I'm impressed with number 29, Caleb Lewis for Pittsford. He's trying to extend the play. You see him back there scrambling, and all of a sudden, he's in the clutches of a Victor defender, and what does he do? He just, gets the ball to an open area and gets rid of it.
Here's a replay right here. Actually, he gets this scramble, and he faced the pressure. Good block right there. And I think it's the second guy that came in. Yeah, big pressure right there, and just able to throw it away. And a receiver in the area. So Victor forces a 3-and-out in their first series.
Number 5, Colin James, getting his hands on that quarterback, but he got rid of it just in time.
Punt is off. It's a line drive punt, bounces at the 50, rolls around to the 40-yard line, and it's down by the Panthers. And the Victor Blue Devil offense will start from their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Taking a look at the Victor Blue Devils up front, you got the big guy, number 74, Nick Franzak. Just next to him at guard, you got Hobson, number 78. We're expecting to see, your Connor Williams at the center, number 57, Connor Williams, number 50. Looks like Harashok, 57, and Ty Rader, the young one of the bunch, number 52. Take a look at Pittsford. Let's look at that defensive set they're going with. Like I say, traditionally they've gone with 3 guys up front. Changing things up a little bit. They've got defensively, looks like possibly 5 guys up on line of scrimmage.
Here come the Blue Devils. They start motion out of it. And back to pass right away on 1st down. It's up and it rolls and incomplete.
For Pittsford, notice number 12, Jake LaRocca. It's that game of chess that we all love about football. Here comes Victor, putting a guy in motion. Let's see what coverage they're in. You can identify it early. Pittsford, they're in man-to-man. Like I say, as you saw, number 12, Jake LaRocca going in motion with the Victor receiver. And we're going to see a lot of man-to-man. You saw 5 guys in line of scrimmage.
They tried that pass to Baker. It was incomplete. So they do interesting things with Baker, too. There's a timeout on the field. And looks like it's called by the Blue Devils, so the first timeout is right there. So quick action right away. Like you said, they tried that. They tried the motion. The Pittsford defender followed him, and Rashawn Baker was incomplete there.
You could tell by looking at it. Pittsford says, you know what? We know that Victor's known for running the ball. We know they have a power running game. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 5 guys up on the line of scrimmage. But when you do that, you sacrifice how many guys you can put in coverage. So what do you got to do? You got to lock people up. So once again, it's that game of chess that we all just love about this game of football.
So we're just underway. It is the final game of the regular season. I say week, but weeks are short in this fall number 2 that we're in the middle of the spring season, which is all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's always good to see football.
Well, it's exciting when you look at the distance. You've got some lacrosse and some baseball going on. All the fields are full here at Victor tonight.
There's a snap. Rolls to the right and a pass, and it's just over the head. He missed the receiver wide there. That's number 3, Roger Purcell, on the incomplete.
You notice Victor comes out in that 4 wide receiver set. However, they put 3 wide receivers to the right side. James Knapp being a righty quarterback, loves rolling out to the right. You try and flood that zone, or I should say, flood the area to Victor's right side. But, Pittsford, again, they're doing a great job of covering it.
A correction on that last incomplete. Knapp was the intended receiver. Yep, that's a number 9. Sorry about that on that.
Yep. He'll hear from his brother tonight about that.
3rd and 10 and a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be a false start against the Blue Devils and a 5-yard penalty. So still 3rd down. Now back them up to the 35-yard line.
The interesting here, we got 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. How is Pittsford going to adjust to this? I'm looking at number 86 for Pittsford here. He's putting some nice pressure on the play as he's coming upfield.
It's interesting. They tried to throw the ball twice. Another timeout for the Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils have had to use 2 timeouts on this drive, not able to quite get together here. But the interesting note is that typically the strength of the Blue Devils is to run the ball. Run. They threw it on 1st down, and they tried again on 2nd down as they took the penalty. But we'll see. Now it's 3rd down again, another passing situation.
Sam, it's that time of year where each team has had the opportunity to scout the other team multiple times. At this point in the season, you've got 4 or 5 films on your opponent, so you kind of know what they're going to do. So this is a time of year, where you got to diversify your offense a little bit, and we're seeing that tonight out of Victor.
3rd down and 15 for the Blue Devils. 2 receivers to the right.
Wow. You've got 9 guys in the box for Pittsford within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
And they saw it coming. They hit it right back to the first back. So just as I said, it was a passing situation. Victor doesn't want to make a mistake on this side of the field. And the Panthers able to get off the field on third down.
I really like how number 17 is getting in there. He's getting involved for Pittsford. And that, of course, is Ryan Sampson.
Yep.
Man, Pittsford, no joke. They put 9 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. They said, listen, if you're going to run the ball, we're going to be right here to adjust to it.
So the Blue Devils in punt formation. Punt is off. Another line drive punt. Not very far, but it does take a Blue Devil bounce. It rolls all the way out past the 35-yard line, out to the 34. So Pittsford going to get another chance at this one from the 34-yard line. So good job. Both teams able to go send both other teams to 3 and outs on these opening drives, Jim.
I really like the way the defenses for both teams are pursuing to the ball. Right now, it's that time of year, get excited, get to the football, and you can tell they know the other's offense a little bit. All right, so you're going to be seeing, and notice how Pittsford comes right from the line of scrimmage.
Right away.
Right from the sidelines, right to the line of scrimmage here, and then looking over to the sideline, trying to get the call, that traditional pro-right gun formation.
Here's the motion out. Here's the snap, and it's handoff. Run up the middle, out to the 37-yard line. He's brought a couple tacklers with him, and he's able to pick up a few yards on that play.
Yeah, it looks like, you're getting a great push out of Mason Bennett, number 68 for Pittsford. They run that fullback dive. Sometimes teams are going to run that motion. They kind of flood to that short side of the field, but then all of a sudden they run that dive right just over the right guard.
Again in the eye, one receiver to the right. It's a handoff to Rhodey, and he's able to get out back to the 45-yard line.
It's that power running formation. It's interesting how they've got that fullback right behind, one of the 2 guards. They've got that center in a shotgun. Almost sometimes people call it a pistol formation when you're not getting it directly under center and you're catching it close. And here they do go under center.
Sampson in the backfield. There's another handoff. Doesn't go to Sampson. Looks like they handed it off to the big man, number 45, Aiden Kelly, on the handoff there. So Kelly able to pick up a few yards and pick up a first down for the Panthers. First down of the game.
Pittsford coming out in that 2 tight end set. And once again, look how close that fullback in the backfield is. He is right close. So he can lead up through there for the tailback in that traditional ISO. There's the bounce to the outside.
There's another handoff. This time they do give it to Sampson, and Sampson able to get across midfield.
Right there you saw it's that traditional ISO where the tailback's following the fullback, right behind that guard. There's nothing there. The Blue Devils do a great job with big Connor Williams in the middle, clogging up the hole. But that's what tailbacks got to do. You got to keep scraping along line of scrimmage till you find that opening.
So the Panthers now on the move. They have picked up a first down and then 5 yards on the next play. There's a new quarterback in for the Panthers. They're switching it out. Fusello in at quarterback, and he hands it right off. And they're able to get the ball out to the 45-yard line and stopped by a host of tacklers there.
You notice that linebacker, number 30, Casey Cohane, is stepping up in there, and Broden O'Leary coming up. Okay, meeting him at the line of scrimmage.
All right, it's third down for the Panthers. 3rd down and 2 at the 44-yard line.
There's that 2 tight end set, fullback right behind the quarterback.
Lewis is the quarterback. He fumbles on the play. Ball is on the ground, and it's recovered by the Panthers. They're able to recover that one.
You had big Connor Williams, number 50, right there, doing a nice job getting a push. But equally important, right off him is Casey Cohane, number 30, the linebacker, just attacking the line of scrimmage. Sometimes linebackers you want to read. Sometimes linebackers you just got to go. And I thought Casey did a real nice job with that.
So they're able to get it out to the 44-yard line. It's 4th down now. First 4th down opportunity of the game right here. Let's see what the Panthers do with it. They had that big power running game. They look like they're going to do it. They try to get him to jump, and it looks like they may have jumped themselves. Let's see what they got. I think it's going to be a false start. Did they get a timeout in it before the play? They did. Wow.
That's what you call coach-to-player connection. He could feel it, Sam, that he knew his player was going to jump off sides, so he calls a timeout. Man, That's what you call coach-to-player connection. But you know what we saw before the timeout? 2 tight end set. You had 3 running backs in the backfield, and that's what Pittsford does.
You want to, Coach? We got this. We got the sectional standings that we're looking at right now.
You know, here's Hilton at 5-1 with 35 points. Again, it's power seeding. You know, this is what all coaches. What we agree to. With McQuaid 5-0, Victor 5-0, Pittsford at 3-2, Aquinas. They're in the hunt right now. So how this all shakes out. We hope to find out tonight, maybe later on, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll know exactly.
So does it automatically, if Pittsburgh loses, does Aquinas will jump them, or does it just really depend?
Sam,
I'm not right.
Listen, to say anything is automatic right now, I'm not sure. But see, now there, that was a beautiful how they pulled that up on the screen. Yeah. I want one of those John Madden drawing boards. See, we have not seen that up there before, but now I want one of those little things where I can draw on the screen and all those little X's and O's.
Joel's got us. Joel's got
us covered.
Joel's got us.
Put that in the budget.
Another 4th down opportunity for the Panthers after the timeout. Let's see what they do with it on 4th down. Oh, they do. They are going to punt. And they punt it away, and the kick will roll around and get into the end zone, and a touchback opportunity. So the Panthers do not go for it on 4th down after calling timeout. And interesting play right there. I didn't see the punt coming, but
I thought maybe they're going to get into that fake punt situation. And
well,
we'll see.
It's going to bring it back, so Victor will get another chance. So the Panthers pick up a 1st down and then about 7 yards on the next series of downs, and they're unable to convert. So Victor will get the ball right back again. And let's see what they do here. Let's see if they come out a little bit differently this time. They were throwing on 1st down last time. We'll see. Baker's in the backfield, and they toss it right to him. On the first play, Rager cuts the corner to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. He's on the move to the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Sam, there's that toss.
And she called it.
Right, you know what? It looks like you're almost going to go toss like wide, you know what I'm saying? But then he cuts it right inside, almost near the tackle. So, as you take a look at that, you can see, just the explosive speed, of Rashawn Baker. Some excitement on the sideline.
Wow, big play right there. As I said, Coach, they changed up the play call, right? So I said, interesting. On 1st down last time, Coach Mandel wanted to throw it. He tossed it on the 2nd time, and the extra point's up and good. So it's 7-0 Blue Devils, 6:47 to go after that Baker touchdown run, 80 yards, pulling it down for a touchdown. So let's take a look
at it. Notice how the fullback is so close to the quarterback. He's almost hidden. Okay, let's see what kind of block. Some down blocking is coming out of Victor. And there it is.
That hole right there.
It hit it. And then he's gone. The acceleration. You know what else I'd like to see? I believe it was Jensen on the outside as a receiver. You got to know when to block, and you got to know when not to block. Because quite often as coaches, we teach our kids, listen, once he's gone, he's gone. There's no need to keep blocking because you don't want to get a holding because you certainly don't want that to come back.
So Victor gets on the board first. They draw first blood here on their 2nd possession of the game. So the Panthers will get another opportunity. The Panthers were punting the ball. I thought that they may have gone for it on 4th down, but they played the odds, and just like that, the Blue Devils score.
I love the blocking scheme. You see those guys from Victor, they're all what we call down blocking inside, and then you saw Ryan Travers, number 45, do that beautiful kick-out block.
Fiorica on the kickoff. It's fielded down by about the 25-yard line, and he's stopped right there, so no return on the play. So the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Ball is at the 24-yard line.
Pittsford having success with that power formation. They're coming out with those 2 tight ends. Now what Pittsford needs to do, they've got to establish a drive here. And again, right from the sideline, right to the ball.
So 6:43 to go, first quarter, 7-0 Blue Devils. Panthers again. In the quarterback, Lewis. And a flag on the play. See what they call here. It looks like it's going to be a false start against Panthers. So it'll take them back 5 yards. 1st down and 15. And Lewis in the gun. 1st and 15. He fakes the sweep. Now tries to pull it across. He throws, and it's over the head of the receiver for Pittsford, over Klink's head, and incomplete. Second down and 15.
You know, you see Klink running that nice fade pattern. You know, there's some guys from Pittsford doing a great job up front. You know, Jake Van Buren. You got Evan Nesmith, Jack Ambrosi, Andrew Bonani. You know, the big guys up front are doing a nice job with pass blocking. They just got to pick up that blitz from Victor.
Calls for the motion. There's a snap. Throws a screen. It's intercepted and ran right in for the touchdown. Wow. Colin James picks off the pass. He timed it. And just like that, the Blue Devils lead it 13-0.
You know, that defensive end position, you got to be a special kid to play defensive end because you're that kid that's got to play in space. When that toss comes towards you, you're that kid that's got to stop, you know, that kick-out block. And Colin James, he is a special athlete. You know, you've seen him on the basketball court, and right there, he just shows his athleticism to pick off that ball and just head for the end zone.
So the Blue Devils will attempt the point after. It is up, and just like that, it's good, and it's now 14-0. We'll check. Here's the replay right here. Watch him just time this pass right here. Goes back, pass, boom, right into his hands. And step right into it, and all he saw was the end zone, and able to make it 14-0.
It's a great job getting your hands up, reading the play. You know, you go ahead, you hit that tight end first, and then you come upfield, and then you see what you see, and just, you know, great soft hands.
So again, these two teams have scrimmaged the week before the regular season, and of course. The Mendon team was in had the basketball kids that were in the championship game, so some of those guys were still doing the winter sports. They didn't have everybody for the game, but I understand it was pretty even when they scrimmaged the first.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Pittsford again, they're that physical group. They showed it in the scrimmage. You know, they've always, you know, year after year, you know, how Coach Molinek every year he just gets these big guys up front for Pittsford. So, you know, they can move the ball, they can move the line of scrimmage, but, you know, Victor's athleticism right now, it's showing on the field. So I think Pittsford right now, you know, they're going to have to do what they do, you know, get into that power football run game and establish that line of scrimmage, which we know they're capable of doing.
All right, Blue Devils to kick off, and they do. It is fielded at about the 25-yard line. On the return, nice little return right there. Good run back for the Panthers. It's a run back by Edwards. He gets it out to the about the 35-yard line.
You know, for Victor, you just saw, I believe it was 45 Ryan Travers and number 19 Nick Benetti, you know, running down the field, that pursuit. You know, the big thing on the kickoff is, you know, yes, you got to be fast, you got to be a tackler, but you've also got to be that athlete that can break down because in space, that's when you can miss tackles, but they did a real nice job breaking down as they got close to the running back.
So it goes past the 35-yard line. Actually, it's at the 39. So 1st and 10 is where Pittsford begins at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, goes right up the middle. And able to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
You know, again, it's that Pittsford too-tight formation. You know, first down, they're getting that 4 yards. They're getting that 5 yards. You know, with that two tight end set, it kind of spreads out that Victor front.
Lewis back in at quarterback.
Great job of stepping up. Sometimes, you know, linebackers, they want to read. But, you know, at times when it's that quick handoff, you know, when you see the tailback is relatively close to the quarterback and the fullback is close to the line of scrimmage, you don't have time to read. You just got to go, and you got to go ahead and attack that hole when you see it open up.
It's 3rd down and 5. Line, and
man,
only able to gain about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Some great line surge behind number 58. Looks like Steven Demio. Man, he did a great job at center, snapping the ball. You know, and center is a tough position because, number one, you got to get the ball back. And then you got to get your hands in front of you to establish the drive. And I mean, you're seeing that right here.
Flag on the play there, and it's going to be encroachment against the Panthers. So it'll stay 2nd down. So they'll pick up 5 yards on the play. They'll bring it back out across the 45.
You know, I do like this pressure out of Pittsford. You know, when Victor comes out in that run formation, they're pressuring. But here you go. Check it out. You got twins and twins on each side. So you got 2 guys and 2 guys. But, I mean, look at the Pittsford defenders, how close they are. They are right in their face. And they're just not giving the Blue Devils an inch.
Here's the snap. Looks to pass. He throws down the right side. It's up for grabs and dropped. It was in his hands and fall away. Nice try right there by Knapp. He was defended nicely by the Panthers, and he's unable to complete that one, so it brings up 3rd down.
You know, it looks like Knapp and Jensen on the defense to the near side here where I saw the ball. I didn't quite see the far side. On the offense there, you saw Pittsford's defense right there guarding him closely. I mean, this Pittsford defense, it almost looks like it's man-to-man.
So there was a flag on that play as well, so it's a holding call. It's going to take him back 10 yards from the spots. So really, looks like it was at about the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 15.
You know, I would expect to see a double move here out of Victor, kind of like you just saw it. There it is. It's like the receivers, obviously it's a run play here, but as the receivers start moving, you're going to see with that press coverage, I think you're going to see like a double move, like a post corner pattern, you know, kind of that hitch and go type thing. So it'll be interesting to see what Victor comes up with here. Baker
got the handoff. He's able to gain about 2 or 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd down. 3rd down for the Blue Devils. The Panthers trying to get off the field. They gave up that long run to Baker for about 80 yards, and then they threw the pick 6 on the next play. And then they were not able to complete the 4th down. So let's see what happens. They're going to try to get off the field here. Here it is. They fake to Baker. Now throw it to the left side, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver there was Ricci. Ricky, is it Ricky? Or
yes.
Ricky, yep. Incomplete. 4th down for Victor.
You know, the offensive line is doing a nice job for Victor. You know, the big guys up front, again, Franzak, Hobson, Williams, Harashok, Rader, you know, firing out like it's a run, but it is a play action.
So the Panthers, they create a stop, and the Blue Devils in punt formation now. Punting from their 41-yard line.
Beautiful snap.
There it is. The kick is a line drive, and it bounces around, takes a bounce for the Blue Devils. It's out to the 20-yard line and down right there.
Number 51, Hunter DeClerc, I believe, is a long snapper there. You know, the punt team, you know, as a coach, high school, you sometimes look at that punt team, and your biggest concern sometimes is the center snap. Is, you know, getting the ball back to your punter, but that's just a beautiful tight spiral right to the punter's hip.
So that's where Pittsford will take over now in their own territory. Their 4th series of the game. The first quarter. Winding down, 3:36 to go. And the Panthers come out. They go 1 receiver to the left. And they give it right to the back. Try to fight through a bunch of Sampson trying to fight through a bunch there. And he's unable to move it. Actually, Rhodey was the ball carrier. Sorry about that. Rhodey gaining about 2 yards on the play. 1 to 2 yards. 2nd down and 9.
You know, you look at the Pittsford guys up front. You know, they're big guys. They're doing a great job. I mean, look at their, you know, not just their stance, but look at their splits. They're almost foot to foot. It's a very tight formation, and they're just exploding forward.
Lewis from the gun. He's back to pass. He rolls to the right. He throws. It hits his man and bounces, goes out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers.
You know, it's a great throw. You'll notice, you know, you got the Pittsford guys up front like we mentioned before. You know, Demio, it looks like Van Buren, Nesmith, Ambrazi, Bonani. These guys are doing a good job stepping to the right, get their hands on the Victor defenders. But you still got to, you know, account for Colin James on the outside. You know, the pressure he is still bringing from the outside, it's tough for the offensive lineman to step to that.
3rd down and 9. Ball's at the 21. Panthers trying to pick up a 1st down here. They try to maintain this possession. Then he rolls, this time rolls to the left. Here's the throw, across his body, and it tips and hits a Blue Devil defender, and right into the arms of Jake LaRocca, and a big-time first down for the Panthers right there, Coach.
Marcus Hampton, number 2 for Victor. It looks like he's in the right spot. We're getting another look at it.
Watch this. He just rolls, then he throws it. Ooh, it hit the hand, and it bounced right to LaRocca. Good job.
Outstanding focus, for LaRocca. Just, a great pattern. That's that, quarterback-receiver connection here. Understanding where your guy's going to be when you're under pressure.
So it's now 1st and 10 across midfield at the 49-yard line. Rolls to his right, throws across his body, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Will Clank. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers.
You're looking at Pittsford come out with that 4-receiver set. You've got 2 receivers one side, 2 receivers the other. We're seeing their quarterback show ability to roll out to the right and to the left. Okay? And here they come out with that, 4-receiver set again.
Lewis in the gun again. Sampson in the backfield. There's the snap. Lewis to throw. Again throws. It's incomplete. Intended receiver right there was Petrick, and he's comes up incomplete, so it's 3rd and 10.
The Victor Blue Devils, as far as their linebackers, they're doing a great job of recognizing, is it run, is it pass, and they're getting out to where they need to be in the flats.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers at the 49-yard line. Down by 2 scores, 2:16 to go, first quarter. Week number 6 of Tuesday Night Football. Here's a screen pass. It's off to Sampson. He cuts along the sidelines, and he's finally pulled out of bounds at about the 41-yard line, short of the first down. And it's now 4th down for the Panthers.
You see Pittsford go ahead and try and flood that wide side of the field. They've got 1 receiver, toward the near side, and they put 3 to the wide side, and they put that, I believe it was a running back, going out in motion and trying to get them the ball, or having him block for the guy catching the ball.
4th and 2 for Pittsford. Victor haven't used both their timeouts early in the first drive. They don't have any timeouts here, but the play clock is running down at 14 seconds right now for Pittsford. They do. They snap it right to him. They got him stopped. Oh, there's a flag on the play and a false start. So that's going to take them back. So they may have to rethink what they're going to do now. Although they are still in their territory. It's going to bring back 5 yards. 4th and 7. They got some motion right there. Here's the replay. And, they both of the 2 guys moved right there.
We got some Victor fans upset saying, Pittsburgh's jumping around. They can move as much as they want. It's just that before you snap the ball, all 11 of you have got to be set for 1 second. Of course, you can't have that one guy in motion.
So 4th and 7. Let's see what they want to do here. Looks like they're going to keep it.
Wow, quads. We have 4 receivers to the one side.
And they motion back the other way again. And confusion on this play right here as they checked out the defense and they call timeout. Timeout Pittsford.
It was interesting how number 58 came sprinting over and was actually 5 yards away from the other guys. It looks like they're almost going to use him as like a decoy. Exactly. It's kind of interesting.
Exactly.
Even if he had an eligible number, he would be ineligible because there was a guy, I believe, outside of him. So maybe we'll get another look at it if they come out here and line up in that again.
So if you're Pittsford, what are you going to do here, Coach? Are you going to keep the offense out there? Try this, or what do you do?
It's still the first quarter. It's still the first quarter. Do you pin the Blue Devils deep and then hope for a great stop, and then you start the third quarter, with something positive? I just don't know if I'd want to give the Blue Devils the ball right here, but we'll see. But then again, Pittsburgh's taking that, win we're in, so it's that aggressive mentality. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. That was a very interesting formation, and I'll be excited if I can see that again, get a better look at it.
Let's see what they do now. Here they go again. Yep.
Here they go. See, number 58. Again. Oh, see, I like this. Let's see what we got going. See, 58's ineligible. So that's why he just stood there and blocked.
There's the pass. It's a screen, and it's incomplete.
Right. Sometimes what'll happen is kids will see 4 receivers there, so everybody thinks they got to man up and cover people. But folks, you got to remember, Number one, you got to have an eligible number. You know, that number 1 through 49. Yep, there it is. See? Oh, look at, love it. You can see 58 stock blocking right there. It's the right idea. Hey, this is the time you're to get creative, Sam.
You try it, right?
Yes,
You're trying to get into the tournament. You got to try it. You got to keep going.
I love the creativity.
Yep. So
unique, interesting, and different formations. I like it.
So the Panthers turn it over on downs again. The Blue Devils start at their 46-yard line. In the gun. There's the snap. And back to pass. Throws straight across the middle. He's got a receiver open and in for the touchdown. Wow, what a play call on first down. Trevor Knapp scores the touchdown, and the Blue Devils have extended the lead. So the Blue Devils force that fourth down against the Pittsford, and they get him to turn the ball over on downs, and right just like that, Coach Mandel goes for the jugular and scores a touchdown. Wow.
You know, Sam, a beautiful ball, a great pattern. But did you see the time James had? I mean, his offensive lineman up front did a beautiful job picking up those aggressive Pittsford defenders. You know, Pittsford is pinning their ears back. But I just thought that Blue Devil offensive line, they did a great job picking people up on that play.
Here's the replay right here. Watch this.
Look at, there's no within
all the time.
There's no within 5 yards of him.
They just let him right to it. Boom. Right into his arms. 20 from the 20-yard line, scampers right in for the touchdown. Just like that, 21-0 victor.
You know, again, it's that timing, you know. Senior to senior throw. You know, these guys have been playing for a while. You know, brothers, obviously. Okay, but it's that timing. Okay, that you know, you get the ball and you lay it out there, and you just know he's going to run underneath it. And again, you know, the offensive line. You know, these guys, Rader, Harshack, Williams, Hobson, Franzek. You know, they did a nice job getting their hands on people, and just as a coach would want to do it.
All right, so let's see if Panthers can sustain a drive this time. Now down 3 scores. I think we're still in the first quarter, by the way. I think the idea here would be to try to sustain a drive and get some points on the board, obviously. There's the kickoff. It's a little bouncing squib kick, and it's downed.
You know, I think this is a time for Pittsburgh to say, okay, where is Pittsford? Where have we had our success? You know, they're different formations. They're actually pass blocking well. Their quarterback is rolling out to the right and left very, very well. But also, you know, that power run game, as needed, they put the 3 running backs, you know, in the backfield, and they're able to get 4 yards. So right now it's just a matter of Pittsford, you know, can they put those pieces together? Can they kind of string those positives along and put on a drive, Sam, just as you said?
They'll start from their 36-yard line. Lewis in the gun. Rhodey to the left of him. And this time they run that little jet sweep again. It's handed off right to the receiver right there. Taken by Jake LaRocca, who came up with a big first down the last time. And he's able to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
You know, I really like LaRocca's ability to read. You know, the play looks like it's going to be strong to the outside. He sees that little seam open up, you know, between the tight end and tackle, and he does what coaches sometimes say. He heads north. He stops heading east-west, heads north, and, you know, he gets a 2-yard gain.
So a 2nd down and 8 at the 38-yard line. Lewis again in the gun. Fakes the handoff, play action, rolls to the right, throws, and it's incomplete. Along the sideline. Intended receiver was Petricek.
You know, I really like the way quarterback number 29, Caleb Lewis, I love the way he steps into his throws.
Yeah.
You know, he puts that thing on a rope. But you'll notice as he does it, he's not falling back. He's not fading. He's not, you know, falling to the sideline. He is stepping into his throw, and he's putting a beautiful spiral on it.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. See what they do. Lewis in the gun. He's back to pass again. Throws it this time, and again it's along the sidelines and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 3, Palumbo.
You know, you'll notice when the quarterback is rolling out, you got to contend with one side, Colin James, the other side, Noah Kauser. I thought Pittsford did a real nice job with their running back personnel, helping to pick up Colin James so he can't come up the field. I thought they did a really nice job with that.
So it's going to bring up 4th down. So again, the Blue Devils force a punt. Victor's going to get the ball back again here. There's a high snap. Punts away. Actually, pretty good punt, end over end, and it goes out of bounds at about the 46, 47-yard line, and the Blue Devils will take over again. If you're Victor here, Coach, are you going to go for it right away again or try to maintain a drive here and try to get a sustained drive?
I think Victor needs to keep doing what they're doing. They're diversifying their offense. You've seen power run game, giving the ball to Baker. You've seen Knapp throwing it down the field. So I think stay the course. They're doing a great job, Victor, is mixing it up, because that's what you want to do this time here. You want to be able to establish yourself as both a run and as a pass team.
They put Baker out and as a receiver on the right side, and again he motions out of it. There's the pass, little screen job, and it's completed, and then stopped right there is Knapp.
You see number 1, the Caleb Cotton kid from Pittsford. He does a real nice job. Tommy Petracek, I hope I'm getting this name right, Tommy Petracek, he does a nice job of kind of sniffing out that little hitch pattern. Here it comes. There it is. It's that step forward catch.
There. Good job. Good defense.
Yeah. Again, Pittsford is doing some good things. They just got to take these good things and kind of string them together, and we're going to have a great ball game tonight.
2nd down and 11. Here's the snap. The pass. He's under pressure, but throws it and gets it away, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Palumbo. Intended receiver was Purcell down the sidelines. So it'll be 9 seconds to go. He felt the pressure right there. They came right after him, almost got him. He's just able to get it away there.
And I saw Nick Leonard running down the field also. So you get one of those tight ends, one of those big tight end targets going down the field. And again, the Blue Devil guys up front, they're doing a great job picking up those guys that are, right in their face. You'll notice Pittsford now goes with a 3-man line. We thought maybe we would see that earlier in 5 linebackers, and you notice there it comes with the blitz.
Here we go. They run it to Baker. He runs around the left side, gets across the 50 to the 40-yard line. High steps out of bounds, and
it almost looked like he jumped.
First down.
Yeah, Sam, looked almost like he jumped in the air. I think those are the things that make Coach Vandel's heart stop when you see your running back kind of leave his feet like that. We always teach our kids it's okay to go out of bounds.
And just like that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. So the Blue Devils able to capitalize on the Panthers' mistakes and take advantage of their own possessions. After 1 quarter, it's the Blue Devils 21, the Panthers 0. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
All right, welcome back to Corbett Field in Victor. It's the Victor Blue Devils and the Pittsford Panthers. Started the second quarter. Blue Devils lead it 21-0. It's 1st and 10 for Victor. They're back to pass. He throws. It's down the middle. He's got a man. It is caught.
It looks like
wow.
It looks like Kauser, correct?
Yeah, 14. Yep, it was Isaiah Kauser on the reception. It's 1st and goal.
Once again, we're seeing that little bit of play action, just enough to try and hold these guys because they're concerned about Shawnee Baker. There's a throw, letting it fly.
Wow, good pass in triple coverage right there. He's able to complete that.
Great.
They do give it to Baker. He goes to the end zone, and he gets across the line and scores a touchdown. Wow. Just like that.
Great surge on that left side line. Franzak, Hobson, just getting down after it and just getting a great push up front, staying low, moving their feet, and just moving that line of scrimmage.
So it's 27-0. The Blue Devils lead it.
Sam, I didn't realize it. I guess the Jim Andre text line is now open. Andrew Russell, Victor graduate. Okay, now he went to Michigan to play lacrosse, okay?
Yeah.
Great kid, athletic, and he's actually playing football for Michigan right now.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. He just gave me a shout-out, so it's always great to hear from him. So it's exciting when you see these kids going to different places. And we got kids, football, lacrosse, basketball, baseball, just doing all kinds of things all over the country. And it's fun to keep track of them and see what they're doing. So big shout-out to you, Andrew Russell.
So the Blue Devils, after that first drive, have been able to score every time they've had the ball since, and they were able to get that pick six. So here's the thing, though. We're still plenty of time in this game. The Panthers need to sustain a drive, and they need to put some points on the board this time.
Once again, I'm seeing spots of really great football out of Pittsford. You'll see some great defense. They'll get a stop. Then all of a sudden they'll do, a beautiful passing play. But it's just a matter of stringing the positives together. And, hopefully, Pittsford can put those pieces together, to make this a little bit closer, a little bit more of a battle. And I think you might see that.
All right, here we go. There's a kick. It bounces around. It's fielded by the Panthers. Trying to break free for a return, and he stops right about the 35-yard line. So not able to get too much of a return right there, but decent starting position for Pittsford. So they'll start with it at about the 36-yard line as we are in the second quarter and a 4-score lead for the Blue Devils.
I was looking for 86 on the roster here.
No, I don't see 86 on
No,
the
I was just looking for it.
By the way, our rosters have very small print today.
Yeah, it's. I'll blame it on the small print too.
Right.
I've got my glasses
That's
on
right.
here, but
That's
they're for
right.
seeing things far away, so I can see what's going on in the field.
Small print, and it's getting dark. So
Yes,
there you go.
yeah. I got plenty of excuses here, Sam.
There you go.
So there it is.
But you see, I got a monitor, so I can
Yeah, you're
knock
kind of
off the
cheating over here.
monitor. I am cheating.
I'm still waiting for one of those. I guess you're kind of Batman. I'm Robin here. So I'm hoping to work my way into again.
Officials timeout on the field.
I'm trying to tell the Varsity Media guys, I still want one of those boards you can draw on. I know I mention it every game. I'm waiting for it.
The Madden Telestrator there.
Like an Etch-a-Sketch thing,
That's
just
right.
we got to figure that out.
All right, we got officials timeout on the field. Step away here for momentarily. It's the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At Varsity Media, we offer everything under the sun when it comes to media. Action photography, live videography, live streaming, college recruiting videos, social media videos, and so much more. Visit our website at www.varsitymedia.net or visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Varsity Media. Varsity Media, we highlight your life.
All right, welcome back to Victor's Corbett Field. Sam Schreier, Jim Andre. A special shout out to Pittsford men basketball coach Bob Nally. Thank you so much for letting us know that number 86 is Luke Hoyser. We appreciate that. So thanks, Coach Nally, for sending that. Coach Nally named the All Greater Rochester Coach of the Year.
Hey, congratulations.
For the basketball this year. His Menden Vikings are undefeated this year, so congrats to him. On first down, they were able to pick up 1 yard on the play. Second down and 9.
Once again, I'm excited for Connor Williams. He's doing a great job firing forward, and he's a big, tall guy, but he does a great job staying low and moving his feet. And he's a tough guy to push back when he aggressively fires forward. And I think he's doing a great job of that tonight. Culhane in the middle. Casey, he's as a linebacker, he's stepping up and he's filling, even with this power formation here out of Pittsford.
On the run, taken across the line of scrimmage, able to pick up a few yards on the play. taken by Sampson.
You know, Ryan Sampson, number 17, is doing a nice job because you got to know when do I follow those lead blockers and when do I cut it up? And he saw that little seam. He cut it up, head north, and he got a couple yards out of it. But once again, pick your poison. Do you want to run at Colin James, number 5, or Noah Cousin, number 14? Because they've both been doing a great job, of as a defensive end, you hit and you sit. Wait for that play to come to you.
All right, Lewis in the gun. Here's the snap. He passes, he throws, it's complete, and
that's going to be close.
Across right there. I think he got a first down right there. That was complete right there to number 11, Petricek.
Yep.
And yes, first down.
Great focus. And again, high school rules, all you need is just the 1 foot in, and I thought we did a great job looking that ball in.
So a first down for the Panthers. Lewis completes to Petricek. First and 10 at the 44, or 46 rather. There's the handoff. Goes to number 44. That's Rhodey. And he's stopped and bottled up at the line of scrimmage. So I like that running game that the Panthers are trying to incorporate between Rhodey and Sampson.
Yeah, it's a great 1-2 punch. Again, the Pittsford guys up front, they're starting to establish themselves. They're starting to pick up some of those Victor linebackers. It's great to block the first level, the defensive tackles, the defensive ends. We call them the first level, that defensive line, so to speak. But then once you handle those guys, you then got to climb to the linebackers. And I think Pittsford is starting to establish that.
Second down and 9 for the Panthers. Lewis in the gun. Looks to pass. He rolls his left and just throws it away.
It's great for high school quarterbacks to know, down, distance, what's your situation. It's okay to throw the ball away. At the pro level, you watch, Tom Brady's and the great ones, they throw the ball away all the time.
Yep.
But at the high school level, for some reason, it's that teenage Brady mentality. I got to force it, And I think Pittsford is starting to get a little rhythm. When do I throw it out of bounds?
All right, third down for the Panthers now. Trying to sustain a drive right here. 2 receivers to each side. Rhodey in the backfield. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right. Throws the ball. It is complete. And a first down. Nice job right there for the Panthers. It's completed to Palumbo, and he's able to pick up a first down for Pittsford.
Number 3, Dan Palumbo, he does a real nice job staying with his pattern here. I like the motion of number 12 coming up, and then you pick up a blocker. You'll notice they got 2 guys, trying to handle Colin James to stop his pressure, and it's just enough to get that receiver free.
All right, first and 10 for the Panthers. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Sampson on the carry this time. It was a high snap right there. Sampson able to drag it down, and there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be a hold against the Panthers. Came right from the referee. It was definitely holding right there.
All right. And we know that's going to be, of course, a spot foul. The Blue Devils are going to march him back.
I believe it occurred right at the line of scrimmage or right behind the line of scrimmage.
And there it is.
Be it, yep. So it'll be first and 20. So getting behind the sticks are the Panthers trying to get on the scoreboard here. 8:54 to go, second quarter. Blue Devils lead it 28-0.
I do like seeing the diversive formations coming out of Pittsford. Sometimes they got that double tight 3 guys in the backfield. Here they got 2 guys wide each side. They're running that little bubble, that little screen.
There it is.
Each way.
That's complete.
It's that inside receiver running it out. Your outside receiver is blocking for you. You're just trying to hope to get that, 7-8 yard pickup play out of it. And they're doing a real nice job. I thought the Pittsford guys up front, once again are doing a fantastic job of getting their hands on people and stopping, these front 4 of Victor from penetrating. They're doing a great job with it.
Jake LaRocca gets 5 yards back. It's second down and 15 now for the Panthers. Second and 15 at the 45-yard line. There's a snap. He throws. He's got a man. It's up and just incomplete.
Great.
He had him right there. Good look right there. Just falls incomplete. Intended for Clank, and he just missed him. Here it comes. Here it is again.
Great pattern. Great coverage. Looks like Shawnee Baker's got him. There it is.
Good defense right there. Just at the last second. Good job. Good defense.
You know, and I think you saw with Trenton Sherman, number 7, communicating to his buddy who's covering him. Hey, you know, ball. You hear the Victor sideline, ball. You know, when it's, you know, hear pass and then ball when it's in the air. That just helps people, you know, younger guys listening. When they say pass and you hear and they yell ball when the ball's in the air, it just helps your defensive backs so much when they know the ball's in the air.
3rd and 15. Fakes like he's gonna pass it, then hands it off. And he gets brought down hard in the backfield. They handed it to Edwards, and he's taken down right back to where the penalty was before. So at midfield, watch this hit. Boom. Wow.
You know, Casey Cohane, number 30, he blitzes from depth. Quite often you'll see defenses that they try and show that blitz, which is a good thing because you want to get that 2 steps closer. But I'll tell you what, at times when you blitz a backer from depth, it is awful hard for the offensive line to pick that up, and you saw that right there.
The Panthers able to pick up a couple first downs, though, but then drive stalls out, and they get a punt in, and it goes over the head, and it's taken all the way back. Is he able to recover it? And the ball's bouncing around, and Victor is going to there is able to recover the ball deep.
You know, Sam, we talked
right there.
Sam, we talked early in the show, just the vital importance of the long snapper.
Wow,
and so far
that.
tonight, he's been doing a great job, but that one just got away from him. You know, these things happen. You know, as a punter, just tuck it away.
He was thinking of trying to get it off,
yeah.
And he had too many defenders on him right there. And the Blue Devils able to recover deep. So sudden change right there. So inside the 20, the Blue Devils have it 1st and 10, threatening to extend their lead. They give it to Baker. Baker cuts around, gets around another man. He breaks a tackle, and he gets it out to the 13-yard line. So 2nd down for Victor.
You know, once again, I really like the way the Blue Devils are making contact at the line of scrimmage. But then you got to climb to the backers because you got all those guys in white that are flowing to the ball. And when you can just drive your guy back just that 2 yards, it really influences the angles of the linebackers. It's so important. Sometimes people think, well, I got my hands on it, I blocked my guy. Well, that's great, but you got to drive him back.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
That traditional pro formation with the tight end to the left.
Under center, Baker takes the toss, spins around a tackle, and he's finally brought down about the 6-yard line.
You know, again, here are signs of Pittsford doing good things. I mean, they're making that initial contact. We talk about playing defense on the other team's line of scrimmage, you know, on their side line of scrimmage. And again, Pittsford is coming across the line of scrimmage, and you're there. You just got to wrap up, and you got to make the play. Of course, against Shawnee Baker and his running back. That sounds easier said than done.
Yep. Here we go. 1st and goal for the Panthers. Off to Baker. He goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Victor. So they're doing it with all different ways. All different ways of the Blue Devils doing it. Another touchdown for Rashawn Baker. They've done it through the air, the touchdown, and this time on the ground again. It's 35-0, Victor.
Well, once tonight is concluded, it's playoff time. And if you're going to be successful, in the playoffs, you got to have that diverse offense, and we're seeing that out of Victor tonight.
It's actually 34, and now the kick is up and good. Now it's 35.
There you go.
35-0, Blue Devils. 6:16 to go in the first half. The Panthers trying to do something on offense. We'll see them when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Jim Andre with you from Corbett Field in Victor. It's the final game of the regular season. The Blue Devils lead it 35-0. 6:16 to go in the first half. Coach, if you're Pittsford here, what's the obvious thing that you have to do at this point?
You know, you gotta focus on the positives, okay? And you got to identify to your team right now what are the things that we're doing well, and there are things they're doing well, okay? With the formations they're using, you know, they're putting guys in motion, trying to get more guys to the point of attack than what Victor can adjust to, and those are the little things you got to do to find success. You know, I'm looking across the field and I see youth baseball, youth lacrosse. I remember those days as a parent, right? I think some people are turning their headlights on so they can see their kids play out there. It's kind of interesting on the far side of the field.
Coming right at us. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely see that. So the Panthers are going to have the ball at the 37-yard line.
Shout out Coach Tony Pez contacted me on the Jim Andre text line. I think he called it the John Tesh text line. I don't even know. Is it that soft music guy or something?
It's right, yeah.
Oh, jeez. He's always got to throw something at me.
Here's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Tries to roll around out of a tackle. He's able to do so. Now throws it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Blue Devils. He tried to force that one, and the Blue Devils able to come up with the interception. Nick Benetti able to come up with that one, and again the Blue Devils on offense, threatening to go up with another score before halftime. Watch this. He was able to get around that. It's nice.
Nick Benetti, let's see if we get it on film here.
It is. He watched
there
right to him. Yep. Anticipated it.
Did a great job, eyes on the quarterback, knowing when to break on the ball, when to make that athletic move, and I thought he did a nice job with that. Here's Pittsford with us. 3 down linemen. You see, we talked about that 3-5 formation.
From the 35 on the handoff, and give it to number 80, Connor Bowman.
Number 14 for Pittsford, Zach, and I hope I say this correct, that's Kestenblatt. Zach Kestenblatt, number 14, does a nice job knowing when to step up. Sometimes making that tackle in open field is kind of a tough thing to do because you got to break down. You want your full momentum to make the tackle, but then you got to control that momentum so you can wrap up and not get juked, as we say.
All right, here we go. Under center. There's the handoff. Taken by Bowman again. Bowman picks up a few yards on the play.
Once again, it's good to see Bowman get that confidence, behind that offensive line. Nice handoff, still exploding right behind those lead blockers. Have faith in your offensive linemen. Stay right behind them, and they'll take you where you want to go.
Clock continues to run, approaching 5 minutes to go in the first half. Blue Devils with it. They have a 3rd down and 7.
It's that traditional Twins formation. Got 2 receivers on one side, tight end to the opposite. Play action.
Knapp at the throw. It's up and intercepted. Intercepted by the Panthers inside the 5. So Knapp threw into double coverage. The Panthers are able to intercept it. Roger Purcell, Daniel Palumbo able to come up with that interception right there, and a big interception for the Panthers when they needed it.
Palumbo giving his team a spark here before the half. Opportunity for Pittsford. You got 4:43 left on the clock. Yeah, 95 yards seems like a long way to go, but it's that spark your team needs. And let's see if all of a sudden Pittsford can they put these pieces together?
So the Panthers will start with it at inside the 5-yard line. Caleb Lewis at quarterback. Rhodey is the back. They give it to him. He gets it across the 10-yard line. He's able to pick up a few yards, Rhodey. And he's brought down at about the 11-yard line.
Once again, the Blue Devils are doing a good job. Get your hands on people, not over pursuing. But, you're seeing out of Pittsford right now, they're getting that 5 yards in that first down in that initial drive. They do have the guys up front that can get that nice push. Now you just got to finish it.
2nd down and 5 for Pittsford. There's the handoff. Goes to Sampson. Sampson spinning around. Gets it across the first down marker, and he's able to pick up a first down. So 2 running plays for the Panthers, and through the interception, and it picks up a first down. So
again, for Pittsford, you're seeing 58, Stephen Demio up front. You got Big Jake Van Buren, number 71, Evan Nesmith, 75, Jack Ambrosi, 76, and I believe it was 77, Andrew Bonani. These guys are starting to build confidence.
Yeah.
they're picking those things up. And here we are, the Section 5 standings. Whew, it's the power seedings and trying to figure out what is where. If Victor gets the win, what does that do to their seedings? We're going to have to look at that.
It would depend. McQuain's playing Rush Henrietta currently right now. There's a chance if Victor holds on here that Aquinas can slip past Pittsford. Aquinas is already done, so they are
Right.
4-2. There's more than likely if Pittsford loses this game, Aquinas would be able to get in. That's what you would have to think at this point.
Right. So I'll be excited to. I know the Victor staff will be doing the math tonight.
And McQuain currently up 21-0 on Rush Henrietta.
Okay.
So
there it is.
But like you said, Hilton's the 1 seed currently, and they lost to Victor.
Right. Again, it's the intention of the power seedings. It's a good thing because it should matter when you beat a winning team.
On the snap, there's a handoff and able to pick up about a yard. Rhodey on the carry.
I like this Nathan Rhodey. He gets the ball. He's having faith in those guys up front. He's hitting it, and again, the Victor linebackers, they're flowing so well to the point of attack. Broden O'Leary, he's just right there. And that's number 56. Broden O'Leary is just doing a great job with it.
All right, from the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Lewis gets the snap. He fakes on the play action and passes complete to number 11. That's Patrick Chick, and Patrick Chick able to get close to the first down, and he does get a first down.
I love the play action to keep the game moving.
Moves the sticks. Try to sprint out the defense a little bit. The Panthers trying to get a score here before halftime from the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Lewis takes a snap, hands it off to Sampson. Sampson breaks a few tackles up the middle, and he gets it out to the 38-yard line, and a gain of about 8 yards on the play.
With Sampson and the gang in the backfield, I'm telling you, if they can get past that first 2 yards of Victor, they're having success because they do have athletes that are moving very well in space.
2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. Panthers moving quickly. Sampson in the backfield. They give it to him again. Takes it across. There's a fumble on the play. Ball's on the ground. And who's got it? Might be the Panthers have recovered.
Yep.
Quarterback recovers that one. So Lewis able to come up with it. He'll bring up 3rd down. So we'll call it a loss of about 2 here. Let's take a look. Let's see where he lost it. Sampson loses it at about the 40-yard line, and looks like a bunch of it's amazing though. He ripped it right out of his hand right there.
Nick Benetti, number 19 for Victor, he does a great job. He reads it, he comes through, and he's just filling so well. And he's not a real heavy guy. He's that guy who keeps on, listen, eat some peanut butter, will you? And here he is. But man, I don't know how much he weighs, but he plays about 30 pounds heavier than what he is.
They give it right to the fullback, first back through on 3rd down. And he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage and brought back, and it brings up 4th down again for the Panthers.
Casey Cohane, his ability to read on the inside, he's good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he just sniffs out the ball, and then when he sees that little sliver, that little opening in the offensive line, he'll just get through there to make that tackle for a loss.
So 4th down and 3, the Panthers in punt formation. Here's the snap. Punt is up. Nice line drive kick. Goes out of bounds, and they'll take it back for Victor. Let's see what where the Blue Devils are going to get it. The officials marching it up. Where did it go out of bounds? Out of bounds at about the 35. So Victor takes over at the 35-yard line, and wondering here if they'd be content at the 35-point lead. And let's see if they just run a few plays here and take it into the locker room.
Sam, I've learned, keep the ladies in your life happy. Shout out to my daughter Lena and girls lacrosse. Okay, I know they had a great practice. So she was telling me all about it. So she was excited.
All right, 1st and 10, Victor. Knapp under center. Makes the snap on the handoff. Nice play right there by the Panther defense. Bowman able to pick up a few yards on the play. So it looks like the Blue Devils are going to take their time and be content with this lead, as I thought they might be.
just continue that ground game, and then all of a sudden, go into halftime, figure out, what are we going to do to, number one, stay healthy.
Right.
That's obviously you get in a certain point where, okay, let's focus on staying healthy and getting looks at other guys.
And Victor's going to get the ball to start the second half, too. And they deferred in the first half. There's a handoff right there.
Right there, Sam, you saw the success of the Pittsford defense when they run that 3-5.
Yeah.
When you have 3 guys in the line of scrimmage and you got 5 linebackers, it still allows you to blitz 2 guys every time, but then still have 3 linebackers to flow. So I think Pittsford, you might see more of that in the second half.
So they take the 35-point lead to halftime, and we have reached halftime here. Sam Schreier, Jim Andre with you. We'll be back for the second half action from Corbett Field and Victor. Week number 6 of Section 5 Class AA football action on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
And there he goes, number 7, Bucky, wide open field, walking, touchdown, Eagles. Tommy Hussein, big carry. Tommy Hussein, makes the distance. There is no... Look at Daniel with a shake and bake move. Still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Right with the throw. Oh, Randy Barstow, number 6. As his throw beat. And it is caught by number 12.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy. He's got. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
All right, welcome back to Victor's Corbett Fields, week number 6, Section 5 football action. Sam Schreier, Jim Andre with you. Blue Devils lead the Panthers 35-0 at half. Coach, if you're the Panthers coaching staff, what are you telling the guys at halftime, keeping their heads in and just trying to regroup and play like it's 0-0?
You know, really, we talked about it earlier. You know, you got to talk about the positives because there are positives. You know, offensively, they're moving the ball. You know, they're all of a sudden it's like, you know, 1st and 10, it becomes 2nd and 5, so they're getting good initial surge up there. They've just got to pick up those Victor linebackers to get to the second level, which, you know, is proving challenging tonight because the inside linebackers of Victor are playing really, really well. You know, Sam, there's some interesting this is a unique season, obviously, right? But there are some things that I guess have stayed the same. Here it is. Think about it. Usually the season starts out warm in the fall, and by the time you get to the last game of the season, it's cold. And here we are. It's kind of a chilly night out here in Victor. The players got the capes on out there. But, talking about Pittsford, just building on your positives. Defensively, they are doing a good job getting the ball. But what you've seen out of Victor is that big play capability. I think that's what is really, setting this Victor team apart from some of their opponents is, like every other team, they hit you that, 4 yards, 5 yards, but then all of a sudden, bam, it's a long strike down the field. From James Knapp to, one of a multitude of receivers.
Right.
And then, Shawnee Baker will get like, a 35, 40-yard run. So it's that big play capability that's making this Victor team excited to watch.
Second half kickoff is fielded in the end zone. Touchback for the Blue Devils, and they'll start at their 20. First and 10.
You're going to see, obviously, when you look at Victor here, they're going to run the clock and let's, just ground and pound that ground game and just, keep that clock moving, to move forward, as a healthy team. But, you're still going to see them, changing up their formations a little bit. Where can we find, the weaknesses in the Pittsford defense? And once again, here's Pittsford finding success, with that three-man line. Their linebackers can kind of bounce around, move around a little bit, and it makes it tough for an offensive lineman to pick people up.
There's a handoff right on first down, and able to pick up a few yards on the play.
You hear, different people, announcers talk about, what is a zone offense? You hear about zone defense all the time, basketball, lacrosse, whatever. But there's also something called a zone offense where you see your guys all kind of blocking one way, almost like a snowplow, and then you cut back against the grain. And I thought Bowman did a real nice job of that, cutting against the grain.
So Bowman able to pick up 2 yards on first down. 1.5 yards to 2 yards on first down. So second down, and we'll call it 8 for Victor.
Victor coming out in that, traditional pro formation. You got a flanker to the right, tight end to the right, split end to the right. You got your fullback behind the quarterback.
Handoff to Bowman. He breaks a tackle. He's got field in front of him, and he's able to get back out to about midfield.
Big
shout
out
right there, yeah.
Yes, and I'm trying to see the number. I believe it's number 1, Jensen. Jim on your text line, Scott DeRosa, he just texted and he noticed it too. You see the running back, but look at the top of the screen. Look to your left. Look at the stalk blocking by the wide receiver right there, Jensen.
Yeah.
I'm loving that stuff because, that's what separates good teams from a great team. And when you see Jensen putting that effort out there, because sometimes you see receivers, hey, throw me the ball. But when they're not getting the ball, they kind of take a step back. But you saw right there, it's that grind mentality. It doesn't matter the score. I'm going to stalk block for my buddy down the field, and I love that. I see Scott DeRosa on my text line calling in and seeing that.
At the 44-yard line, handoff again to Bowman. He breaks a bunch of tackles again. He's got it. 40 to the 35, the 25, and the 20-yard line, and finally brought down. Another big gain for Bowman on first down.
What I'm liking here is you're seeing Victor climb to the next level. And people notice that. You get like, head coach Dave Neiman, he just texted me and saying that, he notices those things too, where all of a sudden, you're blocking that first level of defenders, but then you got to climb to the linebackers.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that. So you're seeing, the Victor Blue Devils clicking with that momentum. I do like how Pittsford is swarming to the ball. You hear sometimes coaches say, hey, let's get 11 hats, 11 helmets to the ball. And, Pittsford is getting there. So, again, Pittsford is showing some good things. It's just a matter of putting those pieces together.
So just like that, let's step aside for just a moment. This game brought to you by Salvatores.com. Salvatores.com. Visit right now, where you can find out all the wings and pizza and
hold on.
subs and everything. It's making you hungry, right?
Yeah. Well, can we get a delivery up here? I'm assuming they can.
Let me just text Sam.
Right. It's right down in the village of Victor.
Maybe Sam can. Send it right to the press box.
Yeah.
Care of Jim Andre. We want 2 large pizzas right now.
Onion pepperoni is kind of my thing. Of course, I don't want onion when I got to have this face mask on, though. That's not the answer.
So Pittsford calls that timeout after picking up after 2 Victor first downs. I think kind of just try to slow it down a little bit because they were able to pick them up so quickly.
Shout out to number 45, this Adam Kelly, kind of anchoring the middle of that Pittsford line. I like the way this kid drives forwards. You'll see him penetrate
First and 10 from the 19. Bowman on the carry. He's met there by a host of tacklers. Looks like the big one right there, number 5, Klink, the stop for Pittsford.
Klink does a nice job firing out low, getting his hands on people, but then knowing when to disengage that offensive lineman, shut him, and go make the play.
Second down and 8 after the 2-yard gain for Bowman. Victor taking their time.
It almost seems like some wet snow coming down.
Yeah, starting up.
Sam, the people of Western New York can thank me for that because I just put my snowblower away. Yeah. So that's just a matter of time.
Well, they're calling, depending on where you live, 3 to 6 inches. It's okay.
Well, I'll own that one. If I was to put my snowblower away for the July 4th holiday, I think you could expect snow on the 5th, to be honest with you.
Bowman, the ball carrier. Gain of about 1 on the play. Stop by 15. Elijah Rockoff in the stop. Gain of 1, as I said. Third down and 7 for Victor.
All right, you're going to see these, it's a 3-man front. It's almost like, the outside guys in the line of scrimmage on the defense, they're almost like playing like a defensive end here, not quite the contain type guy.
Here we go, 3rd and 7. Let's see what the Blue Devils do now on 3rd down. There's a toss. And only able to get back to about the line of scrimmage.
I really like the flow of number 20. Okay, right there. Let's see here on the Pittsford. Seth Trojan, it looks like, does a nice job flowing over, because, once you get your front 3 guys, that front line establishing for Pittsford, you got to create opportunities for your linebackers to flow to the ball.
Yeah.
And as long as those front 3 don't get driven back, you allow your linebacker to do that. Sometimes people think, oh, geez, the defensive linemen, they've got to penetrate so the linebackers can see and can flow to the ball. Here comes a toss.
There's a toss. Bowman has it. He's not able to get to the first down marker. He's short of about the 10-yard line.
That 17, Ryan Sampson, does a nice job closing in. He sees Victor breaking through the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden he flows over there and he makes that nice tackle.
Brings up 4th down. The Blue Devils are going to kick it looks like. Let's see what happens.
See if Matt is at Max on the field. Let's see.
There's a timeout too, right? Yeah, it's got to be timeout. Oh no, that was 4th down. Ooh. I thought it was only 3rd down. Okay, I'm out of it. That's coach. We missed that one.
Yeah, we're watching. We're talking.
Pittsford possession. Yep, Pittsford possession.
Pittsford in that traditional twins to one side, tight end just the opposite.
So Lewis hands off to Sampson, who's brought right down at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, boy, so good job by Pittsford there to force that turnover on downs.
Right. That's why I said, when 17, Ryan Sampson flowed over, just, stopping it before Victor can get to the chains. These bookend defensive ends, Kauser, okay, on the one side, Colin James on the other. Trying to get outside of them is really a challenge. So you really see Pittsford trying to attack that middle of the field.
2 receivers to the right. They hand off to Sampson. Able to gain a couple yards on the play. 2nd down. As my wife sends a text and said, stop talking and pay more attention.
Oh, but there you go.
That's hard, though. That's hard.
That's the great thing about having the wives. My wife, Colleen, at home, she'll give me a great critique of the game.
Yeah.
So, always looking forward to that.
She says, pay more attention. Okay.
Exactly.
Whatever you say.
Exactly.
Whatever you say.
These are things you're married. I'm going to be married 25 years coming up this year. 25 years. And I remembered that.
Lewis loses the ball and then falls back down on it, and the clock continues to move.
And it's interesting, the 2 guys we just talked about, Kauser and James, as ends, are right there flowing to the ball.
That's going to bring up 4th down for Pittsford. The clock continues to run under 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter. So the Panthers will have to punt it.
You see big Joey Santola coming into the game for Victor. Multi-sport athlete, wrestler. The big guy, 53 in the middle, coming up field.
Here's a punt from the end zone. I believe they got a hand on it, And it's caught at the 26. If he would have stayed on his feet, he'd have room there. And he does fall down, and Victor will take over at the 26-yard line.
You know, it takes that unique personality to be the punt return guy.
Right.
You know, for me,
exactly.
if I'm returning punts, I'm going to practice getting my elbow and my arm above my head for that fair catch sign.
Coach, you're going to run the clock. So they are doing running clock right now. The referee had signaled for the clock to continue to move. So there we go. Clock is running at 5 minutes.
You know, you're seeing the Victor team start clicking on all cylinders here. Running inside, just establishing, you know, getting these linemen, the reps up front.
On the handoff, that's the ball carrier. Looks like it's number 31.
Yep, he got the handoff from a new quarterback, number 13, Matt Brady.
Luke O'Leary was the ball carrier there. Stop by Rockoff. Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Blue Devils.
You know, he's got, let's see here in front of him. Yep, it's our traditional Victor offensive line here.
And let's see, quarterbacks looks like number 4.
Yeah, quarterback is 13 Matt Brady.
13. O'Leary, the ball carrier, he's brought down hard by number 86. That's Luke Hoyser.
Luke Hoyser, yeah, a name we called earlier. Again, you know, 86. Luke is doing he's doing a real nice job, you know, coming across line of scrimmage and then finding the ball. And again, you know, 45 in the middle, Aiden Kelly. You know, he's proven tonight. He's doing some great things, getting off the ball, penetrating, getting in the backfield.
Approaching 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's the snap on the toss, and a flag on the play.
You know, it's that traditional pro right formation.
False start against the Blue Devils, 5 yards. And the clock continues to move. Bring it back to about the 27-yard line.
Shout out to Dan Stone, our new head boys lacrosse coach. He's doing a great job with the guys. The kids are excited to play for him.
They started practice this week, right?
They did.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw him out there yesterday when I got back from my Mod A football game, and I saw Coach Stone out there leading the troops and doing a fantastic job. I wish him all the best this season. I know he's going to do a fantastic job. He's got great guys working with him.
There's a toss right there to Holbrook. He's able to pick up a few yards on the play. Coach, I was asking you before, but to tell the viewers here a little bit, you know, not going to practice on the first day of the season, it's a little different for you?
You know, it was, but, you know, for me, I know the program is in great hands. Like I say, Dan Stone's going to do a great job leading it. You know, he's got, you know, Mark Foder. We call him the Wizard. He's been doing this for years. You know, and, you know, Tony Pez, Todd Thompson. I mean, these guys are working with him. You know, collaboratively as a staff, they're going to do great things. I look forward to supporting them, but I look forward to watching my own daughter play, Elena. Who knows? Maybe I can get down to watch one of my own son who's playing. You know, Will's down at Penn State playing club, and my other son Clark is down in South Carolina. You know, these guys from Pittsford. You know, there's no quit in them. I mean, these guys are still flowing to the ball.
Another stop right there.
Another great stop.
Yeah.
Out of Pittsford.
Change the possession, so the Panthers are going to take back over again.
Yeah. You know, the future is bright for the Panthers. You know, they've got, you know, a great group of seniors. You know, talented, multi-sport athletes. You know, when you look at Pittsford seniors this year, but they got a great group of young guys coming back, and they're going to be a contender next year. They're a contender every year, and just that Pittsford, you know, program every year. I don't know how Coach does it, but he just grows the biggest guys. You know, they're just monsters.
Big boys. You're right.
Year after year, just that power running that Pittsford's able to establish.
So still in at quarterback, Caleb Lewis for the Panthers. Let's see, hands off. They
the flea flicker.
The flea flicker. There it is, deep. He's got a man right there. It is complete. There you go. Big play on first down on the completion to
Thomas
Petracek.
number 11.
Flea flicker works, so the Panthers trying to get on the board here as the clock moves under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Love seeing the creativity. There's the handoff, stops, flicks it back. Look at the offensive line of Pittsford. It takes skill to be able to run a play like this because you got to, number one, know who to block, when you got these different guys blitzing, et cetera, from Victor. But then you got to hold that block till that ball can be passed backwards and then thrown again. So big shout out to that offensive line for Pittsford, just doing a great job.
Odie on the run. He picks up a first down for Pittsford. So on first down multiple times, 2 big gains for the Panthers. And the Panthers threatening to get into the end zone here.
I really like the ability of Nathan Rohde to explode to the line. I like this Pittsford formation. It's a shotgun formation, but you're still keeping that fullback close to the line of scrimmage so he can be that lead blocker where needed.
They give it to Rohde again. He picks up a few yards, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3 here at Victor. And the score remains the same as it was after 2. After 3, it's the Blue Devils 35 and the Panthers nothing. Sam Schreier, Jim Andre with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
All right, welcome back to Pittsford. The Panthers trailing the Blue Devils 35-0 after 3 quarters. The Panthers are on the move, 2 big first downs at the end of the third quarter there, and threatening to get on the scoreboard.
We talked about Pittsford, having faith, believing in putting the pieces together, and you're seeing that because you saw success on the run, you saw success on the pass, the creativity with the flea flicker.
Yeah.
I love that high school football. Let's go. That's the fun stuff, and that's what makes these kids love this game. Big shout out to all of our spring athletes who started this week. I mean, everything from tennis to track, softball, lacrosse, baseball. I saw our baseball guys out there. There's just this energy on a campus when a new sports season starts, Sam. It's just contagious.
And the spring sports season starting late, but going to go longer. So they're going to get a full season in.
Yeah, so like I say, we're all excited. We're excited that we got this football season off the ground, and it's been successful any way you look at it. And it just rolls things into a positive.
They wind the clock and begin as we continue to move along.
Yeah, 2 tight end, putting the guy in motion. There's that ISO right behind.
Rohde right to the end zone. It's close, and he stopped just short.
That's one of my favorite blocking schemes. When you look at when the offensive line kicks out that defensive end, and then you run underneath them. A lot of people think, toss to the outside. But if you can get guys that can block that defensive end out and run underneath, it just creates a lot of offensive opportunity.
So, 2nd and goal for the Panthers.
That 2 tight end set. You got that fullback right behind the guard.
Lewis.
Motion again.
Is it to Rohde? And he gets to the end. Trying to sneak the ball across the line. And he's bottled up by the Blue Devils defenders. Good defense right there for Victor.
Number 16, C.J. Palmieri, does a great job of filling. That's when all of a sudden that linebacker sees that hole open up. You don't read, you go. You heard me say you go 100 times tonight. But that's what linebackers have to do, and I thought he did a real nice job with that.
So from inside the 2-yard line now, it's 3rd down for Pittsford. 2nd down. 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff again for Rohde. Get to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsford. So the Panthers with a nice drive right there. Able to punch it in.
It was a great drive, Sam. Creative. You saw multiple people touching the ball. You saw different formations. We're going to attack with the pass, with the run. And that's what we talked about, finding the pieces for success. And you'll notice number 61, I love that. Let me see here for Pittsford. You get that pulling guard, Ashton Thomas.
Kick is up and good, and it's 35-7, 10:23 to go in the game. Yeah, good job right there. Rhodey able to punch it in. So they do everything on that play, the big pass play and a couple running plays, and the Panthers get on the board for the first time.
And right there, I haven't seen a lot of pulling linemen tonight. But then all of a sudden, like I said, that number 61, Ashton Thomas, he just did a nice job. When you can get that backside guard pulling anytime in an offense, or backside tackle, or sometimes both. You hear people talk about running the counter,
right,
or different power set things. When you can bring those backside linemen to the point of attack, it just gives you that many more guys to attack the defense. I mean, you got to make sure you got running backs and other people are willing to pick up, the defender's backside. But I thought Pittsford did a real nice job with that.
So the Panthers will kick off. Let's see what they do here. See if we continue with this running clock.
And who's the DJ from Victor? We actually are listening to the Spice Girls right now.
We are listening to Spice Girls from back in the day right here.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm somewhat embarrassed. I knew the name of the artist so quickly.
You have kids, Coach.
No, actually, you know what? Yeah, they that's right. That's what it is. I have kids. That's what it is.
Yep. And I grew up with this song. So
of course.
There you go. All right. Panthers to kick off from the 40. Kick is up. And over end. It bounces around. Hits returner. And now he takes it back. He tries to cut field.
Caleb
it's taken
Jensen.
back by Jensen. Yep. Gets out to almost to the 30-yard line, and then he's gang tackled and brought back by a host of Panther.
To our younger football players out there, reminder, it's okay to run out of bounds.
So the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Clock continues to move.
What a great kick. I mean, sometimes, not sometimes, but often coaches talk about, listen, kick to the numbers.
Right.
Because, when you kick the ball right down the middle of the field, it's tough to cover. But you notice he gets the ball and he comes all the way across the field. So, he's running 50 yards, literally, to gain maybe 8. And again, once again, it's okay to run out of bounds. Don't take those unnecessary hits.
Here we go. Let's see what Victor does on offense this time.
That traditional pro left formation, receiver each side, tight end left, and they run to the tight end side.
There's a handoff taken by, it was it 16?
Let's see here. Yep, you can see the snow starting to come down once again. Folks can blame me because I put my snowblower away already.
Yeah, I was thinking about cutting the grass again this week, but
I've already done that once.
I did it once Saturday. I did.
Yeah, my dad came over and noticed the beautiful crop of yellow flowers I have growing in my lawn. Dads are great for noticing things like that, aren't they? Yeah, I told him. He asked me one time about the steps. The step 1 in lawn care. I always get step 2, step 3. I always get stuck on step 1, which is you really got to care if you have weeds in your lawn. I really don't.
Give it to the back. That's 16, I believe, right? Yep. Palmieri.
Yep.
Palmieri, the ball carrier.
CJ Palmieri.
I did catch that. That's good.
Yeah. Nice leg drive to get to turn something in there.
Gain of 2. 3rd down. Or no. Yes, 3rd down. 3rd down and 7. Approaching the 8-minute mark of the 4th quarter. So we'll have to check the standings here tonight or tomorrow and see where Pittsford's going to end up. So they give a chance for Aquinas to slip in.
Got some new offensive linemen in there with number 64, DJ Eisler. They're running behind him quite a bit. Number 51, Hunter DeClerc.
Handoff.
You got 75, Robert Miller, in there getting his hands on people.
Hampton, the ball carrier.
Absolutely.
That brings up 4th down for the Blue Devils.
59, Jake Ostendorf, getting some good leg drive. I like Matt Brady, good confidence. I've seen him play at younger levels.
There's something to think about here a little bit, too. The offseason is going to be really short.
It's going to be a quick turnaround.
So some of these guys here are getting an opportunity to audition because these are the guys that you're going to see next, in the fall.
Look at the stance out of the middle guy, number 29, Caleb Lewis. I mean, he's coming up field. And he's shown some athleticism on the defensive line here tonight.
Punt away, goes out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will take over again after scoring on their last drive. They force the turnover on downs, and then they punt it away. So It's going to be first down for Pittsford.
Got some different personnel entering the field for Victor here.
Let's see who comes out for the Panthers. See if they change up some of their offensive.
Some similar guys here, yeah, for Pittsford. The guys up front that we mentioned before.
Caleb Lewis still a quarterback.
Yeah,
Here we go. Let's see what happens on this drive. You give it to Sampson, and he stopped right in the backfield there.
Yeah, number 40, Sam Rickey, does a nice job coming off the end.
So no gain for Sampson on first down. Actually, it was Joyner, the carrier. Sorry, not Sampson. So Joyner, the ball carrier. You change that up on me.
Sometimes I like to look at the splits of the offensive line. Yeah. Look how close they keep their feet together. It's like, they're just trying to establish that power run game to the inside.
Give it to Edwards. He's able to get back to the 40-yard line. Here's the thing. We've been watching off the monitor. This time of night, it's a little bit easier to see the numbers.
It actually is.
Through the monitor.
It is.
So it's
these, I think someone turned the brightness up on the lights here. Victor, it's almost like a daytime game. And you know what? And I do like it when teams actually have white jerseys and a dark number.
Exactly.
Actually by, NFHS rules, you've got to have it's got to be a true contrasting number, but sometimes you get these light numbers on a light jersey. It drives you crazy and it washes out on the screen.
On 3rd and 11, Lewis is brought back for a big loss.
Ryan Travers, number 45, does a nice job, and 89, Nick Leonard, coming up the field. And again, sometimes making those open field tackles can be a challenge.
Here's Lewis. Oh, yeah. Stopped by one, missed the first tackle. The second one was not stopped.
There it is.
Clock continues to run. We'll be at 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Punt formation out of the Panthers.
Punts away. Is up. Taken at the 45 and quickly down on the play by Jensen.
Jensen is one of the starters, so sometimes as a coach, you see him slip and hit the turf like that. It's a good thing.
Exactly.
It's one less hit you see one of your guys take.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. 4:50 to go as the clock runs from the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They got some more new guys out there, so let's see what they're doing here.
Yep, the Blue Devils keeping it back to basics. Here we go. In that traditional I, they call it the I formation with the quarterback and the fullbacks directly behind him and a tailback in the backfield. Tight end to the right.
Snap us off. They hand off.
Sam, sometimes people wonder, why is it that the receiver's on the line of scrimmage and sometimes they're off?
Right.
For people, obviously, so most of us in football know that. But what you'll see is you always have two ends in the game. It could be two split ends on the line of scrimmage. It could be two tight ends. That's why they're ends, but they're tight because they're near the line near the tackle. But if you have a tight end to your side, you got to have the flanker off the ball so you're both eligible. Because the rule is you got to be off the line. I know you know this, but just some of our listeners out there that might not. You've got to be off the line to be eligible.
Yeah.
Or you have to be on the end of the line. So right now you can see a flanker near to us, and you got a split end who's on line of scrimmage, and you got a tight end near us.
Yep.
And so all three are eligible.
On the toss, take it. That's 99. Do you know 99 is, Coach?
I do not have that.
Not on my team. Don't see that.
But again, Pittsford, once again, they're flowing well to the ball. They see that toss established, that defensive end, anchors that inside arm, keeps their outside arm free, and you don't get driven back, which again allows those linebackers to flow. Because if that defensive end or defensive tackle gets driven back, it's really hard for backers to get to where they need to be. But again, these are signs that, Pittsford is doing some good things. And like you said, Sam, it's going to be a short turnaround, 4 months or so, and we're back.
Ready to go again, yeah. Not the typical off season.
No.
And they're ready to go right away. There's another handoff up to the 49-yard line. Did you get the text message to tell us who 99 is?
I did not.
Okay.
But I did get a text message. Mrs. Sue Hodder, Mrs. Penn State. So we got people listening in multiple states.
Okay.
So shout out to our Penn State Nittany Lions fan.
All right, approaching 2 minutes. It's 4th down for the Blue Devils. Ball's at midfield.
'99 is Sam Gotham.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Thank you so very much.
There it is.
That's perfect.
It's that Jim Andre text line that's
it
open.
right
there it is. You know.
There it is. Up on the toss. Gotham has it. No, he's able to get close to a first down. It wasn't Gotham. That was number 6, Holbrook. I just wanted to say Gotham's name again.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Go. There you go. He's out close to a first down. Brings up legal shift on the.
Actually, we got a correction.
Eagles.
Trevor Sousa says number 99 is Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hockey, hockey guys, you know.
All right.
They just never quit. I share an office with this guy.
All
It's
right.
just, you know.
All right.
It used to be fist bump Friday. Now it's like fist bump every day or something. I don't know. Shout out to Sophia and Slade, his kids. Yeah, that's right. It's time for bed, isn't it?
All right. Clock is moving. 4th down, and their punt is off. It's blocked by the Panthers. They're going to take it right in for the touchdown. Nice play by the Panthers special teams. It was blocked by number 14, Zachary Kessenblatt. He blocked it and returned it in for a touchdown, and just like that, it's 2 scores on the board this half for the Panthers, 35-13.
Great pressure out of Pittsford. You know, great awareness knowing when to send guys up there. You notice that I think it was Matt Brady was in the punt. Wasn't all that deep. It was like a 10-yard punt, almost like I don't want to call it a quick kick, but it's right there.
Is up and is good, and it's 35-14.
And there it is. You know, good penetration right up the middle.
All right, 35-14. Victor's going to get the ball back. We'll see if they just run out the clock here and wrap this one up today. The Blue Devils will be moving on to the sectionals. We'll have to see if the Panthers are still able to get in, based on how things fall. It could be the Irish that make it. Again, today brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza, salvatores.com. Coach, I'm getting super hungry because I didn't eat dinner.
Looking at that, I'm liking the wings in the lower left side, you know, is my style right there. How do you prepare to go against Victor?
Right.
As a coaching staff, you get together the day after a game. Used to be on Sundays or Saturdays, but of course this is a different, unique year. So when you're looking at Victor, do you focus on the pass game? You focus on the run game? It's really got to be a defense that is prepared for all things.
Right.
Because you're seeing those long strikes down the field. We know that, Victor, they roll out to the right, they roll out to the left, with Knapp in the backfield. And you got Shawnee Baker running the ball. And that offensive line for Victor, we talked about Franzak and Hobson and Williams and Harashuk and Rader and how those guys can just establish that ground and pound.
That's Caleb Jensen on the return. He's able to get it out to about the 35, 34-yard line. Let's see. Yep, 33-yard line. 33-yard line, Victor has it 1st and 10.
And then you talk about their defense. Okay, you got those 4 guys up front that just, come fast, they come hard. So if you're going to try and pass against that Victor defense, you got to look at that 3-step drop, you got to look at play action, you got to find ways to try and slow down that front four. And it looks like Victor taking their knee.
And the Blue Devils do take a knee here, and this clock will tick down under a minute, and we should have maybe 2 more knees, and that, or maybe 1 more knee, and that should do it.
That'll be it.
Coach, I got to tell you, it's been a pleasure again to be with you today.
I had fun tonight. This is great. I love being in the booth. It's a warm seat. It's one of the best seats in the house.
It's a good seat.
That's always a good thing.
We're going to look forward to the sectionals. The Blue Devils will be moving in. There could be either the 1 or 2 seat probably. So we'll see.
We may find out tonight. I keep checking section5.org, so we'll see how it all shakes out. Hopefully by tomorrow morning we'll have some information on that.
That's the last right there. So the Blue Devils win, and they send the Panthers to 3-3 on the season. The Blue Devils remain undefeated, 6-0, and we'll have to see where things shake out. Teams exchanging pleasantries. Thank you very much. Without no handshakes tonight, but 6-0 to the Blue Devils. They improved to with a 35-14 win. So we'll see where things end up.
Yeah, we like I say, we may know tonight, late tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, but we'll see where we're at. But I thought, again, Pittsford has things to build on, and I'm sure they will.
Coach, again, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate it. Appreciate you joining for the broadcast tonight, and thanks for all the great insights.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's my pleasure. I hope you get the call again.
Let's see. Let's see another one.
Answer. Yeah, let's do it.
For Jim Andre, I'm Sam Schreier. You've been watching the Victor Blue Devils and the Pittsford Panthers. We'll see you in the sectionals this weekend. This is the Varsity Media Sports Network.